All right, boys, we are now live on the internet.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm going to throw a setup. Or Aaron, do you want to throw a setup in it? I'm still showing identical to baseline.
Yep.
What teams do we have in here? My goodness, this is a big field.
I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Dude, starting from the pit lane might be the safest way to go for sure.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that if only for the sake of saving that little bit of extra fuel.
Yeah,
right, cool.
I think every session I've done so far in the
wait. Don't go yet, Dustin. I put on the race setup.
Yeah, hey, that's fine. Leave the endurance race setup on there. Is if we're starting from the pits, like you said, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Do pit stall assign, or are we qualifying for pit assignments, or are those set before quali?
I have no idea.
I don't even.
Okay, we'll just leave the race one on there, and I'll
Yeah.
go out, knock off some rust here.
But yeah, I don't. Every session I've been in, on the first lap, there's either been an accident coming out of turn 1 between 1 and 2. Like the race I did this morning, the track was blocked. And then about every other race, I've done 3 or 4 this week, there's something happens in the kink, like always. And this morning I got pinched going into Canada corner. Dude didn't know I was there. It was entertaining.
So since this is an official series race, are they assigning car numbers based on I rating, like they do in single events?
Oh shit, maybe.
Because if they did, we need to be finishing on the podium in this one.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Which makes me think we got one of the bottom splits, maybe.
Yeah, my iRacing is taking a little bit of a hit this week, so you're welcome.
It seems like maybe they do that for cars that don't have a car number set. So, I mean, 56 cars. Fuck.
Wow. Y'all let me know if I'm doing anything funky with my line on these laps, or I'll accept coaching last minute. To try to read the text chat while I'm approaching the apex in the corner.
You're gonna have enough time for one flyer.
Really?
Oh, never mind. It's counting down. You'll have time for 2.
Yeah, I'm going to try to run this one at a neutral pace, but not really pushing, not really saving fuel. Then I'm going to run the next one at a good fuel save pace. Although, I'm on the quali setup, aren't I?
No, you're on the race setup.
Okay. I see what happened now. It's not that I have 4 liters left, it's that I have 104 liters left. I love Road America.
I do have a recommendation for your way through the carousel.
Okay.
You're holding the white line pretty tight most of the time.
Yep.
If you, in the beginning of the corner, focus more on staying in the middle of the track. As you're coming around, there'll be like one tree standing prominent right before you. There's a porta potty. That one tree, that's when you want to start getting into hugging the white line to really open up the corner exit.
Okay. I'll try that here, but I think I have the porta potties turned off on my sim.
Well, where the tree stands proud is also where like two chunks of tire wall come together. So that might also be another visual cue.
That lap you just ran was a 206.8. That puts us... Oh shit, I'm on front of you. Let's put it times.
Yeah, that was a
16 currently.
that was a neutral lap for me.
But good news, so far the fastest lap is a... Gosh shit, someone just ran a 204.9, 204.8.
I played
Somehow that
305.
didn't count. That didn't count as an off track, so we're
Yeah,
still okay.
they give you a lot of leeway there.
Yeah, that's basically the grass. If you can get away with not hitting the grass, you're fine.
So that's brakes and apex. I'm not sure how much delay I have go through here. So pointing right about there.
Yeah, I was a little bit off of the apex there, but not a terrible line through.
Yeah, that's kind of what I try to do as well. Sometimes if I screw up and turn it a little early, I kind of treat it just like a double apex. Drift out a little bit in the middle and then come back about where you were.
I treat it almost like the parabolica in reverse, if that makes any sense.
Don does.
It's trying to put other words to it, and I'm struggling. So.
So this was a fuel save lap. We'll see what it comes out at. 7.4, and I used 3.7 liters.
Right now, we're qualified 28th, so like literally
Right
in the middle, right in the middle. So, like if we had managed to get a top 10 start, like maybe actually start the race, but otherwise, I think we should probably start from the pits.
No, 100%. Start from the pits. I think there's going to be a lot of
Carnage.
There's going to be a lot of attrition.
Yeah, what position do we think we'll be in by the end of the first lap? 45th?
I don't know. I mean, Road America is one of those tracks where, like, if you go off, at least in iRacing, if you go off, you're gonna hit something probably. And the way these cars have been lately is any little bit of damage just murders your pace.
Yeah, it does. The thing I've noticed here is the curbing on this track makes it incredibly easy to spin the car on cold tires.
Correct. Yeah, and there's a couple spots where if you go over the curbing, it will just upset the car a lot. I mean, like the outside of turn 8, the left-hander before the carousel, if you drop a wheel off there and you're on throttle, sometimes it'll pitch the car a weird way, and it's really hard to come back from it.
Yeah, and I know I lose a lot of time in turn 8, like on braking, because every time I like try to be a little aggressive, I end up on the curb on the outside at corner entry, and I end up spinning the car. And then the apex curb also like dips away in a way that's really weird, and if you hit it in just the wrong, if you hit it in just the right way, you can launch yourself off the corner. But if you screw it up even just a little bit, you are wrecking the car.
Yeah, so there's 56 cars. We qualified 31st.
but only like 8 cars behind us at a time. Everyone else behind that is no time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we also did that with our race set. Like
That's true.
we had like an extra 90 liters of fuel in the car, so.
Oh, geez. The car that's 44th right now is Ragnarok Sim Racing. That's not a car I want to be next to. Inheritance Racing. Moose Knuckle Motorsports.
Moose Knuckle.
Cartoon Racing. Short Bus Long Distance. Monkey Business. We were with them at whatever it was we did last week. Petite.
Right.
There's one team Michael Johnson 54. I wonder if that's the Michael Johnson. He's definitely running the Ford GT3 car. That's awesome.
All right, guys, I'm on
Are
pit
there-
road.
It looks like there's only 2 of us that are starting on the pits, unless others just haven't loaded in yet.
Perhaps, yeah. So I will say my strategy for this opening. Oh, there's one behind us as well. So my strategy for this is going to be save fuel, don't hit anything. Like, yeah, not going to try to do anything aggressive or really try to make track position or whatnot.
Yeah, that's a solid strategy for the first couple. I think that's a solid strategy for the whole race. It's just run clean laps, and we should easily start picking people off.
Yeah, because you were right. Like, minor amounts of damage on these cars are incurring a lot of a pace penalty. Especially, I feel like I've noticed that especially here, where like aero is a big deal here. At least I feel like that's what I've picked up from the couple of races I've done.
Yeah, well, you got 3 huge straightaways.
Yeah.
So I just kind of scrolled through the field. The entire field is Porsches, Lamborghinis, BMWs, and Ferraris. There's like one Lamborghini or one Mercedes that I saw, maybe 1 or 2 Audis, and then the one Ford GT.
How old is that GT? Like, I feel like that.
Oh, that was like a first generation GT3 car that
Gotcha.
Maytech built.
Yeah, so every time I see one on track, I feel like it looks more like the GT from the 60s than it does the more recent one.
Yeah.
Well, that generation of them did. That was
Yeah, that was a true retro thing.
That was like a decade ago, I think.
But there was some weird shit with that because Ford never officially made a GT version of that car. But Maytech built the GT1 car based off of it, and then who made the GTLM car?
I have no idea.
I think Doran Racing was involved in that.
I thought I seem to remember Multimatic being involved with it. Multimatic,
maybe they were involved in it too.
They seem to be involved with a lot of the Ford stuff. I think they're the ones that build the Mustang GT4s at the moment. So that where's Ryan Marine when you need him?
Yeah. But yeah, that was like
Checking out.
because there was the GTE car, and then Maytech built the GT3 car. And I don't know if it ever raced anywhere in the U.S. I think it raced in Europe quite a bit, but with like Mark, I think it was Mark VDS Racing or something like that was the team.
Copy.
I also see 4 other cars in the pits at the moment.
Field's coming up to Canada corner now.
Cool. Yeah, I don't even have the car cranked, so I think the person behind me does though.
Save all the fuels.
Absolutely, man. Said if I can get to 29 laps on this first stint, I'll be super excited. I think that'll do what we need to handle fuel saving and whatnot.
I'm still watching the leader. I'm going to turn on his rear chase.
Watch the chaos behind him.
Yep. He took off early.
Oh, let me fire my car up then if they're Are they coming on to the front stretch? Yeah, I see them now.
Yeah, pace cars on pit road.
All right, I've got to wait another 17 seconds.
Jesus.
I mean, even by then, the whole field might not be past the pits yet. So
Yeah, we're just now at the 30s. 7 left. 5. Rolling.
All right, you got a car right behind you.
Shite. I did not have my. I didn't have my my limiter on.
Shit.
Well, that'll
Alright.
help. That'll help fuel. Oh well.
Yeah, it's only a 15-second penalty.
I'll take it this very first time around, and hopefully that'll just further help with us dealing with the madness.
I already see someone off up here.
Hold for 40? Why am I not holding for 40? Please.
that guy tried to Sato you. What the
Careful, careful.
fuck is-
I don't think I made contact. The people behind me sure did.
Yeah, the guy behind you definitely just straight line that. My screen still says hold for 15.
Yeah, so does mine.
That guy's got damage. Clear.
Ben, make sure you're alive.
Oh, there we go.
I can't believe you drove through like at least 2 wrecks on the second straight. That was so stupid.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hooray for low splits, I guess. Like I said, dude, this track is. I feel like this track in these cars is very easy to make mistakes on cold tires.
Oh, the voice chat is getting spicy already.
Hey, make sure my tires are turned off.
Yep, I got it.
Car
Go
spinning.
car spinning. Go left, go left, go left.
All right, coming in to serve the penalty right now.
Might as well top it off with fuel.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Lane speed. Nailed it.
Man, there's a lot of cars on pit road. Holy cow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars on pit lane. 8 cars on pit lane.
All right, is it you fueling up? Serving penalty?
Is it only 15 seconds?
Nah, it's 40. I'm gonna try to shut the car off. Save every little bit of fuel. Yeah, guys, sorry about that. I screwed
no
the
worries.
pooch on that one.
We'll still, we still picked up, like, we're going to pick up, like, 10 spots, probably, by the time this all shakes out. So how did it go from a 15-second to a 40-second?
No clue.
Yeah, it still says 15 for me.
10 left. They crank the car at 5.
All right, make sure your pit lane
Limiter's on.
speed's
Yeah.
on.
She's on.
Okay. Well, sometimes you turn the car off, it resets. Holy shit, there's a lot of cars on pit road.
We're already 5 minutes into the race, so
4 minutes.
4 minutes into the race, so
We're 44th. We picked up 12 spots with a 40-second penalty.
I'm still gonna play the
Just
fuel
FYI,
safety
you got
game.
the leader. You got the overall leader 8 seconds behind you. So settle in and start cranking laps.
Hey, number 7, just FYI for future information, yellow flag means slow down, not go full throttle into attacking cars. Just, you know,
Well, I'm going to go back and watch lap 1 again because that was hysterical. All the stuff that was happening in front of me.
What was the hotkey to adjust camera angles?
Control
Um,
F12, I think.
I think it's Control Shift F12.
Not Control F12.
Okay.
If I'm reading this right, I'm pulling a gap on the leader somehow.
You're about, when you came out of the pits, he was basically 7.5 seconds behind you.
Yeah, I think I
So-
fell down to about 6 seconds at one point though.
Need a caution right now. So after all of that business shook out, we are 39.
We're,
So-
we're just a little bit behind where we qualified.
Up 17 spots. Well,
Yeah.
we were not exactly DFL.
Pretty much.
I think there was only like 3 cars behind us.
If we could have counted on people to drive in a straight line, we would have been DFL. But
You got this lap car up here, you're catching him at a really good pace. I think he's got quite a bit of damage. So be careful getting around him.
yeah, I think we've passed this guy already.
It actually looks like he's driving with a controller.
Well, his front end's all damaged, so you got a car off up here.
Which side?
I don't know yet. Stay left, stay left. Careful. Good caution. I didn't know if he was going to slow down for you or not.
Yeah, I couldn't tell either. That was 4th position, I believe.
It was. I just knew he was off or slow because I was watching the relative and he was dropping like a rock.
Check my fuel number when I get to the line. Second 6.
And I'm seeing 29 laps left. Are you pulling the clutch in when you go into braking zone? The
Sometimes.
one? Okay.
Depends on the
Is-
braking zone.
I can hear it in the replay as I'm watching. It just sounds. I was like, oh shit, is the car shutting off?
Yeah. Putting the clutch in.
Overall leaders now 4.5 seconds behind you.
You are pulling away from that guy, though.
What's the gap from the leader to first or to second?
2 seconds.
So if I need to, I could settle in behind the leader.
Yeah, I think first, second, and third though are all kind of stacked up. Yeah, first, second, and third are all within 2 seconds of each other. So I wouldn't want to get too involved in their race.
Alright, now my projected lap time is going in the right direction. This one's supposed to be a 6.6.
That was a good lap. You're you got 46 seconds until the next car for position.
I think I just pulled like 4 seconds on him then.
Yep, I was just gonna say you've been pulling them in pretty consistently.
Bunch of lap cars out of here now.
Yeah, I think there's just 2 lap cars in between you and 37th. The leader is still catching you, but very slowly. So I wouldn't worry about him too much yet.
I imagine he's also having to be concerned with the fuel number.
Picked up 1 spot.
Cool.
Somebody was in the pits.
Looks like the leader's pulling away from second and third, but it looks like second and third are probably fighting each other pretty hard based on there only being a tenth of a second between them.
You guys good with the lap times that I'm running?
I'm totally fine with those times. iRacing is saying 25.8 laps of fuel left.
The leader's fastest time so far is a 5.7.
Is that their second or third lap?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what kind of what I expected based on what I've seen the tire fall off.
That's everyone else's. That's the only car that's done a lap in the 5s. Yeah, it was a second lap. He just did he did a 5.9 and a 5.7. He's about to cross the line here.
He's 2.6 behind me. Alright, somebody run some math for me real quick.
That was a 6.0 for him. Hold on. I had to get my other calculator from doing that.
So what math do you want us to run?
We'll get a more accurate count on the fuel numbers. Do 90.7 divided by 3.8.
23.86.
So we got 23 laps remaining.
That's what iRacing's saying 24, so
Yeah, it's
24.3.
pretty close. So we're right in that lap 29 or 30 range. So leader is 1.5 seconds behind you. I wouldn't just let him go yet. Obviously do it in the spot where it's not going to hurt your time or his.
Like going into Canada, well, he doesn't have the. He's not close enough. He needs to get within a second of before we really start thinking about it.
Yeah, maybe let him go on the front straight here. Or between 3 and 5 or something, but yeah, I guess just don't fight him too hard. It's too early for that shit.
What's he driving?
Sure.
He's there. And you're clear. That was a
Yeah.
little close.
Yeah. Down to 34 seconds for the next car for position.
Still under 3.8 meters a lap, so our math holds.
For just for your information's sake, the next car, the Randy Meek, his fastest lap so far is a 2:09.5.
Sounds like somebody's running a baseline set.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, He's got two laps in the 2:09s. Everything else has been 2:10s or above. So you are catching him at a pretty good clip.
Careful of
And
that apex curve there, Dustin.
What'd you say?
I said careful of that apex curve there. I see the car get all kinds of fucked up through it, so.
He's also, that 130 car is also battling with a lap car really hard, which is hurting their lap times even more, which is just peachy for us.
I know I've got at least 20 more. You said it's the apex curve of 6 you were talking about last time around, right there?
6.
Leader's looking inside.
Whatever that last left-hander is before the carousel.
Yeah, turn 8.
Turn 8. The apex curve really like dips away. I see the car get, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
I really wish we could go flat through there. It's just so close. So I feel like the leader, he's not running a very tight line anywhere, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, I was noticing the same.
Like I am much further down on the apex curves than he is.
So the good news is though, since you came out of the pits, you've been consistently pulling away from second and third overall.
Really?
Yeah, they're now like 10 seconds behind you. You've been pulling away by maybe a tenth or so a lap.
They've also been fighting the shit out of each other too, so.
Yeah, like second, third, fourth, fifth, all the way down to sixth are within 3 seconds of each other.
So I need to try to not fall back into their grasp as much as possible.
Correct. I feel like if you fell back to them, you would just say screw it and let them all by. We are now up to 35th. Just the people hitting the pits, I think.
Looks like third finally decisively got past second and has whittled in a half second on you so far this lap.
Yeah, this also hasn't been my best lap, so.
We're up to 30 seconds to the next car ahead of us for position.
And I feel like that's a bit of a moving target as well, with the fact that we're gaining positions anyways, but who knows.
Yeah. Well, it's the next car up on your relative screen that's white anyways.
Yeah, and it's been the same car for a while.
This next car in front of you, I recognize the livery. He's the one that caused the first major crash when you first came out of the pits. So he drove right into another guy who was right beside him.
Aaron, are you good spot for a second? I want to go back and watch that first lap cluster.
Yep, I'm good.
Oh, and he's spinning in front of me. Whew. He just completely lost it out of 6.
Thank you, Joe.
We've gained more spots. I see 33rd now.
What the fuck? Come on, Baxter.
Yeah, that first lap, that was a shit show there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had to split them down the middle going down the backstretch.
Well, there was clearly a yellow flag, and the car we just passed that spun in front of you, like, he hit somebody, and then as he came on track, he just, like, slowly drove all the way across the track. And another Ferrari was just like, I'm going to ignore the yellow flag, and just kept his foot flat in it. Second place is very, very slowly reeling in.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with traffic.
Yeah, he's been very consistently in the 206s all race. Mid 206s at that. In fact, his last 3 laps have all been a 206.4.
So he's a couple tenths a second faster than per lap.
Yeah. But you are still reeling in the next car in front of you at a solid pace of about a second and a half a lap, maybe 2 seconds on some laps.
That lap was down on pace after the incident with Baxter.
Yeah. That dude is just super inconsistent, the guy you're catching. Like, some laps he'll click off a 208, and the next lap is like a 210.
Yeah, if one of our slow laps is a 7.8, from what I can see from the other cars, we're doing just fine
Good.
in this field. So
Yeah, I said I'm not pushing the issue or anything here either. So for whatever reason I need to go faster, I can, but I'm also not trying to blow the fuel save.
and then that last lap, you passed a lot of cars in the pits, so I don't know if there was like an enormous wreck or if people just like were using sprint setups.
That guy doing that cost me like 8 tenths. Alright, new math time. 64.7 divided by 3.8.
17 on the nose.
Cool.
That lines up with the iRacing thing too.
If we do that, we're hitting in lap 31.
We're up to 27th now.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the last lap and just pick up one of the cars that was in the pits.
Yeah, I wonder if people are starting to pit because if you don't save fuel, you got to make that third stop. I wonder if that's what some people's strategy is. Because there's a lot of cars 1 lap down now. Austin, I think you're aware of it, but that car behind you was not in poor position.
Sounds good.
And you're pulling away from him, so. Or her, whoever that is.
Valkyria? Valkyria?
I don't know. I was having this last week too. A lot of cars, I like go into pits and try to rewind on. It just leaves me with scenic view. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
a
I've
me
been having.
problem.
I think it happens with a lot of these big enduros. Because I was running into the same issue with getting bits and pieces of stuff. Yeah, picked up a couple more spots.
Yeah, I would have to guess a good chunk of people just like had the GT Sprint set up on and didn't realize they needed to add more fuel.
That would have sucked. Yeah, because like 14, 15 laps, that's all you can run.
Yep.
When they run that, that would be funny as shit.
Because it's half a tank of fuel.
Yeah.
And then even better, when they come out of the pits, their ride heights are going to be all fucked with a full tank of fuel. And the car is not going to be the same that it was.
Sounds like we might have a pretty fun second stint.
Yeah. GLHF, Ben.
46 go by.
GLHF.
There's a couple guys on my shit list from this week that I haven't seen in here yet, thank God. There was one guy I was racing with, we were battling for like 13th place or something. There was 3 of us. We're going down straightaway on the front straight, and I just, for shits and giggles, like I had no intent of making a pass on him. Just like all of a sudden cut way left or way right, and then came back to the left, and that screwed him all up, and he missed the braking zone and took off the car in front of him.
Oh, I do stuff like that just to get in people's heads all the time.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, that's why I did it. I was like, I'm just gonna mess with him, and it worked. And unfortunate for him and the guy in front, but whatever. It's the easiest 2 spots I ever picked up.
It's like, isn't that just called racecraft?
Maybe. Maybe I'm good at this shit. Who knows?
All right, this lap's going to be a 6.8, I think. The car ahead is incredibly slow.
iRacing is saying 15 laps remaining. You're doing a killer job of saving fuel, by the way.
Thank you. Whoa, there's a car all of a sudden appeared on track.
Yeah, that scared the shit out of me too.
Like that, he literally fell out of the sky.
So let's be careful around this asshat. Oh, he's got damage too. Holy shit balls.
You good to spot for a few minutes here, Ben?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
No pressure behind, you're pulling away from him. Just checking this guy in front of you real quick.
He may have just come out of the pits.
I think he did.
I've got half a tank right now.
Oh, that's Moose Knuckle. No, he did not just come out of the pits. His fastest lap is a 2:10. And he's got damage.
Catching him in a really bad part of the track here.
Yeah, just be patient. Just get him coming out of 14. Just giving it to you, it looks like. Stay track right. You're clear.
I think that's the first time I've actually passed someone for position on track.
I think it is. And we've passed like half the field.
Yeah, we are running in the top half of the field now.
Yeah, he is right behind you, just be aware.
I think that's just because I was coasting.
Okay. You are now within 12 seconds of the 130 car that we've been chasing the entire time.
Awesome.
Also, we're now effectively 19. That's awesome. That is awesome. I know some of it's due to just pit cycles and stuff, but it's still just awesome.
But just think if I hadn't have picked up that stupid penalty, we'd be at least 60 seconds up the road, or 50 seconds up the road.
We'd be damn near 20th, or 10th. That's alright. Everyone loves a good comeback story.
Well, I think at the end of the day, it's probably going to help our fuel number.
Yeah, it'll make it a little easier to hit that, to hopefully avoid that final splash. Just for a reference for you, the 130 car is just now in Canada Corner.
Cool. Yeah, I've already pulled another second and a half off of him on this lap.
Yep. Just figured having that reference for distance might help. Yeah, his lap time's been all over the damn place. I mean, you guys have had to work through the same traffic, and every lap you've run has been within, your fastest lap is a 206.3, your slowest is a 208.4. And
This
like
is a
his,
206.5.
yeah, and his fastest to slowest has been a 208.1 to a 214. So he's a little all over the place. You're still doing a real good job at reeling it in.
I am back.
13 laps till the pit. Apparently the Xfinity race has been entertaining so far.
Drove him.
Yeah.
What do you do in person? Do you just not know where the apex is? Please back out. Please back to you.
Sometimes I just really wish people would just hold their fucking, just run the line. Just run the line.
Get wide on exit there.
It's alright, we still only got a 1X. And we have finally caught the 130 car.
I hope he doesn't try to fight like crazy. P18. What's that top third of the field now?
For sure.
Oh, he's got to have traffic in front of him.
Oh, that's the worst spot.
Yeah. 19th would be top third, so.
need to take any bigger risk getting by this guy.
Should I flash my lights at him? Maybe I should flash my lights at him. I'm gonna send it.
He went deep.
I'm honestly very surprised he held on to it there. Here's the run, though. Son of a bitch! You've got to be kidding me.
Damn it. Damn it. You're good. You got clear track. You got a car coming behind you. Stop, stop, stop. Or go. Damn it.
Well, gentlemen, I think that's the... You've got to be kidding me. Like, did I not give him enough space? Like...
No, he did. He hit the grass and got loose.
A minute 20 of required, 13 minutes of optional, 40-second hold for unsafe pit entry.
Fucking A. Fucking A.
Like...
Yeah, dude, so
Somebody-
you got by him.
Somebody please say something to that dude
On my
in the
left, on my
chat.
left.
Like, what the hell?
So you had the inside, and I'm looking back at the replay. He bounced over that curb and just got loose and just came right back across the track. And the
I
shitty
thought
the
I
shitty
gave him
part
enough
about
room.
that. Oh, you gave him tons of room. The shitty part about that is he's still going with like a little bit of bumper damage.
I saw that. I'm like, okay, here's the run, and yeah, nah, yeah.
Oops, I meant to send that in the all teams thing here. Here we go. Fucking sending it.
Just when I think we're finally going to have a race where we don't have something just so ridiculously wrong like that.
De nada, Cerqueira.
So, what do we want to do? Do we take just the required? Or do we just take everything? Take all 13 minutes and go back out and just start cranking laps? I mean, the car is pretty banged up. I think we got to take everything.
That's what I'm leaning towards. The fuel should have already gone in, and we should have tires now.
Yeah.
There's also the 40-second stop and hold. Like, I don't know if that's going to be served after the.
Yeah, it should.
I mean, honest feedback, guys. Like, did I make too aggressive of a move on this guy
No,
here?
dude, you did nothing wrong. That was a racing accident with him going wide and just saying fuck it and drift. And as he was trying to correct it, he came back across the track.
Why is it that other people's racing incidents are always the things that screw us?
I don't know. I mean, there's a thing with that people, and I noticed this in iRacing and I do it, where when I run wide, I try really, really hard to avoid a 1X. So he probably had that wheel cranked all the way to the right, and just instead of just committing and kind of running off for a little bit, well, he just ran off again. Or did he get
So it looks
hit?
like
watching.
they're working on the optional repairs right now.
Yeah.
And it looks like the thing is clear. Do y'all want me to get out of the car? Or yeah, I think I should probably go ahead and get out of the car, because when I'm done with this, we will be at. Ooh, we're going to be close. We're going to be. This will essentially have the next stint starting with 2 hours and about 1 minute left.
Okay. Yeah, I can. If we just want to wait, let all the optional repairs run out. Do you want to run back out and run a couple more laps, or do you just want to do the driver change?
I think that's what I'm wondering, trying to figure out what makes sense here. What do y'all think? I'm thinking it probably makes sense to do the driver change.
I'm kind of leaning that way too.
Yeah.
I'm also not seeing an option for me to get out of the car. Is somebody going to have to pull? No, I'm sorry, I am out of the car.
Yeah,
What am I
you're
talking
out.
about? Never mind.
So here's another thing that's incredibly frustrating. That car is going to get disqualified because he only has one driver. There's only one driver in the session. It registered for that team. So he's going to get DQ'd. That is some bullshit.
After I just spent, what, 50 minutes chasing the guy down? 40 minutes chasing?
Well, I'm not going to lie. If I catch this guy on track, I'm playing fucking mind games with his ass.
I thought you were going to say you're just going to give him the Simon Pagenaud treatment.
Oh no, I'm gonna mess with him. We're going full mind games. We got what, 10 minutes left of repairs. I mean, I want to finish ahead of him. I want to finish ahead of the 130 car. I have motivation now because I'm pissed off about that.
We were P18 and now we're already on to P28. We're gonna be close to P40 by the time we come roll out of the pits.
Yeah, but still with 2 hours to go and the way people are driving in this, like.
Yeah, we can still salvage a halfway decent finish, I bet. Oh, so he's in the pits. If he bails, if he gets out of this car, I'm gonna be livid. If he disconnects.
The thing that makes me mad about that is I literally feel like that was. I think I was putting in probably the best stint in a car that I may have ever put in. Like all things considered, with the fuel saving and the like incident points and whatnot. Now, obviously, I screwed the start of it with the speeding penalty. But my God,
Dude, that was a hell of a stint, though. I mean, you kept it clean. You only had one X. You drove us all the way through the field, pretty much. You know, we weren't losing time to the leader. We weren't losing time. I mean, we were basically hanging right with the leader.
let's see what we
Now,
got.
I'm not saying I'm going to take the 130 car out, but I'm definitely going to mess with him. Start flashing the old beans at him.
He's in the pits.
Yeah, I've been watching him. He spun. So the lap after, well, I guess it was 2 laps after, he lost it coming out of 13. Just spun. I'm sending him a message, asking him how much damage he's got.
Because you're gonna have more. I hope the wheel's straight when they go back out as well.
It should be. I'm gonna jump in and see how much time is left. 7 minutes. Randy Meek has 4 more minutes of repairs.
Somebody just flipped. Oh my goodness. He's spinning. He's on his top going into turn 3. And he's just sitting there. Like just completely T-boned the car coming out of 1.
Yeah, I'm not. I had a smart ass reply to that, but I'm not gonna make it.
What did he send you?
He just said. I asked him how much damage he had, and he said 4 more minutes, and I wanted to reply with, "Cool, same here," or "We have 10 more," or whatever. I don't know. I need to not be angry at idiots. This is just a video game.
No, it's esports.
Sorry. Ooh, we're gonna get some stormage tonight. Sweet. Good thing I didn't wash my car today. It's also, I want to point out, weather-wise, it's October, like mid-October, and it's 80 fucking degrees and humid as hell up here in Minnesota.
Yeah, it's mid-80s and humid here as well. I think what the National Weather Service is saying is that this Southeast and the Midwest and the Northeast are all going to have slightly higher than average temperatures through like the 20th or something.
Yeah, Randy just messaged me. He's sorry for bumping us.
Bumping us. Bumping us.
Yeah, bumping us?
I'm replying with thanks. It definitely ruined our race. We had 20 minutes of repairs.
Thanks, Cyril.
This is the part about iRacing that is so damnably frustrating, is that like it just goes to prove like it's possible for you to execute your race like almost perfectly and still just have it completely ruined by things that are completely out of your control.
And on the one hand, I want to say, yeah, that's racing, but it's like it's every single time you get in the car in this fucking service.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, I do think it is better in some of the top splits, but
It's like you can't get your I rating up to get into those top splits though, because you're just constantly getting fucked by people like what's his face.
So apparently he does have a second driver. He's just not here yet.
Fucking Randy Meek can't keep it on the goddamn track when you're trying to pass him when you're 4 seconds a lap faster than he is. And you can never get out of the 1500 I rating hell.
Should I respond with, "Oh, good, I can't wait for him to get in the car"? Oh, fuck. All right, I'm gonna jump in the car because we're probably got a couple minutes left. Well, the front bumper's replaced. The rear wing is still crooked as all hell.
We also don't have a rear window.
We have 2 minutes left of repairs.
yeah, we're in a spot where we may have to do a splash of fuel, unless you guys can go into crazy fuel savings like I was able to pull.
I don't know how much it matters at this point.
Yeah, true that.
I mean, I think right now it's just crank out laps and, not have any more damage and stay out of the
Go
pits.
right, 42.
Pick up positions of everybody else that crashes.
tell him before I got it.
I was about to say I need a beer, but I may go grab a whiskey. So the part of the rear wing just got fixed a little bit. Right rear quarter panel is still pretty terrible.
It's all right. We might be down a little bit on straight line speed,
We're
but
gonna be down a good bit. We've basically got damage to 3 of the 4 corners. The rear window did get replaced. You should be getting close to going, I would think.
we got 1 minute and 12 seconds left.
All right, we'll see what else gets fixed.
Yeah, the front left doesn't look great. I think the front right is the only thing that didn't get hurt.
It's I think the rear left is all that, or driver's left is the only thing that doesn't have damage, because I see the tire sticking out on the passenger front passenger side.
Yeah, you're right.
$30 seconds left.
All right, I'll spot your exit before I start drinking.
I'm not seeing a penalty to serve yet either, so I wonder if we
I think it already
served
got
the
served.
penalty during the optional repairs.
I think it got served right before, like at some point before the optionals.
Oh, maybe that's what it does. The guy in front of us, the 420 car, he's been sitting on pit road for a hot minute.
Go with it.
All right, we're rolling. Make sure you're live. Oh, fuck you, Randy Meek. You just disconnected. You dickwad. God.
Revenge will not be served today.
Damn it.
All right, you got one coming down pit lane. Go with it. I see no one. There's one coming, but he's a long ways back. No pressure.
Take it real nice and easy for the first couple laps here.
Yeah, the cold tires here are a really big pain. If you want, I can. It's not showing me your tire pressures.
I can see him on the dash though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just once those things, or take it easy as long as those things are still red. All right, I'm gonna go get a snack of some kind and something to drink.
A snack of whiskey.
That's quite a possibility. We shall see here. Be back at home, boys.
2 fingers of whiskey, 2 fingers of whiskey, and another 2 fingers of whiskey.
I heard.
Beyond cold tires, how's the car feeling?
Feels all right.
This is going to be a weird spot where we're like a faster car than all these people that we're laps behind of.
What are we, like 8 or 9 laps down?
We are 8 laps down. We are the first car that is 8 laps down. So I'd pretty much expect by the time you come into pit, we'll still be 8 laps down, but possibly up to like 30th or something.
Yeah, I think we just got to hope people are going to crash.
I mean, the way this session's gone, it's not It's not an outlandish hope.
And honestly, the car feels 100%. I don't think we're down straight line speed at all. Handling feels fine.
Let me, I'll clock you at the end of the pit straight here and go back and see what Dustin's fastest lap was.
This lap was a 2:0. What did I run? A 2:0.
A 9 flat.
2:09 flat. Okay.
Looks like he got to 157.
It was weird because my relative definitely, or my like predicted lap time on the dash of the car definitely said that was like a 2:06.
Yeah, we might be down only a mile an hour or two on the straight. The lap I watched, Dustin got to 158, but he was in a tow and he was lifting and coasting. So is it on the floor or is it on the board? Will you be okay on your own for a minute here, Ben? I got to go take care of a wasp in the house.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Do you know what blue flag?
I'm back. Wife says thank you.
No problem. So I have this weird thing right now where my the wheel or the dash in the car tells me that I'm running like a 206, but my actual lap time when I cross the line is like a 208.
I don't know how that works, and I run such a tight FOV that I don't even see the bottom part of that screen when I'm in the car. Yeah, I think these fuckers have built a nest in our chimney, so once a day one comes in through the fireplace, which is awesome.
Yeah, those little bastards are evil.
They're paper wafts, so they're pretty much harmless. We try to leave them be because they're good pollinators for the garden, but I also don't want them getting in my house. So
Yeah, we have like our vent for our stove where it goes through the wall and outside. There was a small enough gap that they could get in there. Well, they got in that little tube and made a nest, and they were angry as shit when I got them out of there.
I had just found a nest they had built. Like, we had just a little pot on our patio that had like citronella candles and stuff in it. Well, at the bottom of it, underneath all the citronella candles, they had built a nest. So I moved it out to our fire pit and I sprayed the shit out of it with Raid. But a few of them survived, and I think they're regrouping in our fireplace. Nice job there.
All right, I'm back.
You picked up a spot.
Cool.
We're 35th.
P35, yeah.
Looks like we're about to P34 too.
Ooh, how'd I pick up P34?
Guys on the pits. In fact, I think there's a couple more that you pass after you cross the stripe.
For position?
Yeah,
Fucking nice.
they were gray on your relatives, so that should be for position.
Oh, I wasn't looking, but hey, fuck it, I'll take it. And the guy that's in second place, the 850, he is not catching me very fast. I'm cool with that.
Come on, Spotter, you're drunk.
The 850 has a new driver in it. They only managed a 27 lap stint, but it looks like they had some trouble. Yeah, I'm seeing like 2 laps just missing from the middle of this guy's stint. But yeah, it's basically the car in second right now. Their best lap is a 206.3. The guy currently behind the wheel is running low 28s. Sliding this guy up out of T14. There's your run. Take it. Good work. P27 is in the pits as well. So is P33.
Still really upset that dipshit logged off.
Yep. P32. What's the fuel number on your dash?
20.7. And that would be American units.
Yep.
Oh wait, the number next to it is per lap, right?
Yeah, I think it was fuel in your last lap.
Yeah. What's, yeah.
1.03.
And tell me what it is when it refreshes when you get on the back stretch.
Okay.
Or when you get out of turn. I guess turn 3.
Watch out for this guy. Okay. I don't trust anybody coming out of the pits in this split.
What number do you have now?
20.1.
Beside it.
1.06.
Yeah, we've got pace on at least the next 4, if not the next 5. Yeah, we've got pace on really the next about 5 cars up the track.
Like for position or just on track?
For position.
Okay. How many laps behind them are we?
1.
Yeah, well we're essentially 2 laps out of P20.
Okay.
So I think a top 20 is still possible for us here. If we get it to a top 19 and finish in the top third of the field, that'd be cool.
As long as nobody raw dogs us again.
Yeah, there's always that. It also depends on how many other people that happens to.
Yeah. Well, that fucker disconnected, so we can't count on him to take anybody else out of the race. Jeez, be careful, go right. Yeah.
Why does everybody insist on driving straight across the fucking track? Jesus. I'm not an angry person, I swear.
Sounds like one of those boomer memes. I'm not angry, I just don't like dumb people.
I don't. Some people are dumb.
But it's got a minion on it for some reason.
I feel like the modern thing is like, maybe not slightly modified from that, is like, I'm not angry, I just don't like people. Okay, so I misspoke earlier when I was looking at telemetry. We are currently P31. We are 4 laps out of 20.
And Ragnarok Motorsports behind us is surely giving us the business. So.
Yeah,
just
they came out of the
pits.
Yeah, they came out of the pits last lap.
Looking to your left, he's there, he's gonna hit you.
calling DB Cooper.
About to gain another position. Yeah, good luck. There's no real reason to super push in this car. Let me check his laps and see what's on the top speed. So this is a new driver, but prior to this guy getting in the car, the fastest lap was an 8.3 and the slowest lap was a 23.9. They got a handful of 16s and 17s in there too. I think as this guy's tires settle in, you're probably going to find yourself faster than him. Or her. I think it's a her.
That's terrible. That was suppression. I'm sorry. It sounded better in my head.
I knew what you were going for though. I think that's what matters.
Okay. Oh gosh.
Do you want to give this guy some head games?
I'm just kind of following this person and seeing what they do, and they're so far this lap they've made 2 or 3 small mistakes.
Yeah, they're consistently off the apex as well, I believe.
They ran wide a handful of times too.
A lot of cars still in the pits.
I could have done that. I saw that car coming out of the pits and didn't want to get boxed in.
I say don't go too crazy, but I do think you can probably force this person into a mistake.
They must have some damage that's keeping them from top end speed, because
They do. They've got some front end damage.
yeah, I've just been getting a huge run at the end of these straightaways on all 3 of them.
Yeah, they're also not exiting the corners very well, so back up your entry a bit. Just get a good exit. Like if you could get a good exit out of the carousel and get them going into Canada corner maybe.
It's lucky.
Send
Doing
it,
here.
send it. Flash your lights at them. No pressure behind you, so you guys are catching traffic ahead of you. I don't know what Aaron thinks. You might be able to avoid a little bit later in the apex in that final turn.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's worth any undue risk with this person. I think eventually they're just going to wreck themselves.
fucking pinch me. Hey, wait.
Good brake zone here. Getting down to the apex.
Suck it.
Good work, man.
Are you seriously trying to block me?
I hear stuff crashing into, like, I just hear a bunch of crashing noises.
Oh God. That's why.
That's what it was. One car coming back on the track.
Shit.
Good job. Good job. All right, I'm gonna go back to actually doing the chase view here, so I'm helpful in spotting instead of doing the TV broadcast style view.
It's like even in far chase, it's like all I hear is crashing. I don't know what's going on yet.
Were any of those cars for position potentially?
I don't think so.
I think most of them were ahead of us on track, maybe, but
Well, I guess that's what I meant. Were they, even if they were just ahead of us? There was definitely some damage that occurred.
yeah. So this group that you're in right now, a number of these guys have some damage. You're going to have pressure behind here coming into turn 5, I think. Alright, I think you're going to have a run here as soon as you sit behind this guy. Maybe not. This may not be one that had front end damage. See if you can get him in Canada corner. Take this run if you have it. Stay behind him as long as you can. Man. Clear. Good work.
Thanks, Wally.
Good send. Excellent. 2 cars and one straightaway in one corner.
I think Wally kind of let me by. I thanked him. It was appreciated.
We're now up to P29. We'll spot your rear until we get a bit of a gap here.
You're gonna spot my rear.
I was waiting on it. I was waiting on it. There's a car off ahead. All good.
Yeah, I turned on chopper view and like greatly increased the FOV, but then it's like, you're in the middle of a forest.
Yeah.
Maybe there's other cars. Who knows?
I think they're crashing behind you as well. Yeah, one of those cars had to tow. We've got at least one person ahead of us in the pits right now. We gained a spot. Maybe all this stuff will settle out. I guess at least we had the benefit of getting screwed right at the entrance to pit road.
Yeah, probably. I guess of that whole situation, we got lucky with that.
Yeah, that is the only silver lining. iRacing. Teaching people to deal with disappointment and frustration for too long.
When they first turned on the servers, it had already been for 20 minutes too long.
Yeah. No pressure behind, man. Good lap times.
Am I looking at this right? That I got about 11 laps of fuel left?
That sounds about
Yeah.
right, yeah.
That's going to put us, I'm guessing, right about an hour to go.
A little bit more. Stay right, stay right. Yeah.
So we're probably going to have to make a splash then. I have not been saving fuel. That's my bad.
That's. I think we kind of implicitly decided not to worry about it earlier.
Okay.
With the way this race is going too, if some of these people, if they don't have to tow and if they don't bail, I'm thinking they're going to have to deal with a penalty of some kind as well. So I think the limit's 25.
Pick
Andreas,
up
your
another
car
spot
is
here.
glitching all over the place. You've been gone for the past 4 corners.
Yep, I see us at P27. And everyone on track ahead of you is also ahead of you in the standings. So we're kind of at one of those spots now where anytime somebody crashes, we're probably going to pick up a spot from them, which is the opposite of what happened to us at PLM, where every time we passed somebody who crashed, they were behind us already. And you're pulling a gap on the cars on track behind.
The next 4 laps, or the next 4 cars for position are a lap in front of us.
The next car on track has a little bit of pace on us. There's a crash right before Kettle Bottoms, or Hurry Downs, sorry.
Yeah, I'm already past there.
Okay, yeah, I'm going up through the field, so I wasn't sure exactly where you were. P25 is a little bit slower than we are. P24 is on pace, maybe a little bit slower. P23 is slower than we are.
Does P16, number 83, do they have damage?
Let me see.
And how many laps behind are we of them?
They do not have any damage, but we are
4 laps behind them.
4 laps behind.
Okay, I just caught them and passed them very quickly. So I didn't know if they had damage and if we just catch them on pace.
This driver's very slow that they have in the car. His best time is a 14.3.
Ugh. Gross.
Yeah.
Controller
And
pass.
And
I mean, I'm bronze rated and faster than that. Whoa, sick bird!
and the driver that started the race for them, their best time was an 8.9.
There's at least one car ahead of you that's missing their hood. Maybe two.
This poor guy that just connected to the session, his name is awesome if you're German, but if you speak English, you're like, his last name's Wolfart. Like, in German, his name means good driver. Or good driving. Jörg Wolfart. Wolfart.
Good luck.
We'll go check out what's up with that guy.
Looks like
I think he
another-
was missing the front half of his damn car.
No, that was the driver in P7. I think they're okay. I could be wrong about that one.
When I went by, he was definitely missing body work. Looked like it.
He's doing like 10s to 12s. His wing is a bit bent up.
I wonder if I can see your dash output if I start spawning.
It'll also turn off the spotter, the iRacing spotter.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know it.
Yeah,
it
his front left is fucked up. So.
I will say this, if you click to start spawning, it will actually make you live, whereas a second or so behind, I feel like I'll stop. I'll let you know.
Sorry, just calculating here how I want to get by these two dickwads.
Try to get a nice wide entry to turn 14 and get a good run. There you go.
I got, what, about 7 laps left?
Yep. Good sand, you're clear.
Screwed that corner up.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, I was.
Yep.
Six more. Well, that's nice of that guy.
Thanks, Phil.
I'm gonna go take a leak here. Make sure I'm ready to take over.
It sucks to be this far back with damage, but still catching like cars that are so far ahead of us with only like an hour 15 remaining.
I know. It's, yeah. Fuck, dang it. Whatever his name was. Have they rejoined at all? The 130 car?
Let's see. Negative. They are 27 laps down.
I was messaging the guy. He said his buddy was joining with about an hour to go.
So, I mean, were they just here to do, like, get a bit of safety rating or something? Because if so, hard
They
fail
suck
on
at
that
that.
one. Yeah. Looks like you may have a car off ahead of you. Yep, stay to the right. Stay to the right. That will also be for position. Damage.
We'll take every position we can get.
We're about to gain one through the pit cycle right now. Alright, so that's P26 should be.
iRacing guy just told me 5 laps left.
Yeah, and say I wouldn't worry about this blue flag they're getting either. We were this Phil Araceli, and we have been catching him pretty much over the entirety of your stint.
And I am back and ready to go.
Awesome. So I thought we gained a spot through the pit cycle, but that may have been somebody dealing with damage. Here's your second. Still no pressure behind. The leaders have damage. Significant damage, both the front and the rear. Nose is caved in, and so is the rear. They also have a wicked paint scheme. P11 has damage to the front and the right rear.
And unfortunately, I don't think I'd be able to save 6 minutes worth of fuel. It's 3 laps worth of fuel. So I should just go balls out and basically stop for a splash of 4 or 5 gallons.
Yeah, see, I'll run the numbers on what you need once you get a little bit closer. We'll make sure we short fill it. P3 looks clean still. And I was wrong about the leaders having damage. That was car number 1 who just happened to be at the top of my display. P3 looks clean, P4 is not clean. Ooh, Big Rick after the king.
Any of them ahead of us?
I don't think so.
Damn it! That was the wrong answer, if you couldn't tell.
Be 3 more laps.
Like that.
We've now pulled ourselves up to P25. Top half of the field.
Your last 2 laps were your fastest 2 laps in your stint.
Fuel's burning off. And we're wrecking behind you.
Nice job not wrecking the car.
Dude, that's how you run wide and don't lose it and come back across the track and hit somebody.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
say,
just saying.
I was gonna say, good job letting that guy go. Because every time I click focus on crashes, he's the car that comes up. There's a car up ahead of you that does not have a front end at all.
Few more laps.
2 more?
2 more.
Okay.
P22 has damage very comparable to us, and they're also in the same car.
I'm pitting next time by, correct?
Yes. Okay, you're at 1.7 laps remaining right now.
And as we are running out of fuel, I have run out of Oktoberfest.
No.
At least for this one that I.
Oh, okay.
I've got 5 more.
Okay, that's less horrifying. All right, good sir. Ben, you're gonna pit this time by.
And I've got a whole 6er for you next weekend, man.
Very nice. Very nice.
So we're up to P24 with P23 directly ahead of us. 23, so the car ahead has probably a little bit more body damage than we have. They're going to have to be pitting soon as well.
They just came out of the pits.
And they're gonna also need a splash.
Or more, they only ran 26 laps.
And this time, Ben.
Pitting in.
Okay, so that was their out lap thing. Gotcha. I was looking at the time charts and I'm like, it doesn't look like they lost that much time.
I am out of the car.
All right, Aaron,
Baby.
you ready to take us home?
Let's do it.
You're gonna have an hour and 3 minutes left.
Did it fuel yet? Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Did it fix some damage for us?
Oh, I just panicked because all I heard was I got out of the car and I heard go, go, go. And I was like, wait, did it even do anything? But I think it was just because driver getting in the car situation.
Yeah. Did you happen to notice if it was fixing any more damage at all?
I didn't see anything.
Car's up on jacks.
Aaron, was there any damage that it fixed?
Not that I saw. I got in really quickly though.
Okay, I didn't hit anything, so there shouldn't be any more damage to fix.
Did you make any bias adjustments, Ben?
Oh, I did. I added like 1% to the front.
Got your exit here. One car coming. He's going to clear you easy. Clear track behind. All clear.
It was not my fastest stint, but I was consistent.
Yeah, consistent and with damage too, so. Ben, I've got spotting duties if you need to step away from them too.
Yeah, I'm just checking in on some racing shenanigans here on the Twitterverse.
So was there something crazy that happened towards the end of the VIR race?
Yeah, there was a couple. So Corvette took out the Turner BMW apparently. So they're kind of out of the championship now. I think it was the Gradient NSX had a brake issue and they went flying into the tire barrier and I think turn one.
No pressure behind at all.
We are the only car 8 laps down. However, I suspect that the leader is just in between us and a couple of those other cars.
This Porsche has a lot of nose damage. Should be able to take him down this straight. Okay. I don't know what car that was, but it sounded like a pod racer. P22 has a lot of damage when we're showing is one lap ahead of us. Alright, cool. We just gained a spot right to P25. The car that we passed is on scenic view at the moment. There's no one else ahead of us in the pits with problems, but there's a lot of cars with damage. Ragnarok directly ahead is their current driver. His fastest lap is at 8.2, and he also just spun coming out of the final turn. He's stuck in the grass. It's a car in the grass coming out of the final turn. Still there. Still there. It's still there. I have no idea where you are, but all clear.
Turn 8.
Yeah, he's just at the start finish line now. You got a ways. Yeah, he's got more damage. It's that Lois person or Lewis, whoever that is.
Yeah, that's Ragnarok. They are the car directly ahead of us on track for position.
Man, there's a bunch of cars in front of us that have a shitload of damage.
Yes, they do. Much more than we have. Yeah, I mean, Aaron, if you can manage to rip some laps, I think we legitimately stand a chance to gain maybe 3 spots just on pace alone.
Well, and I think a lot of these cars in front of us are going to have to stop again and take more fuel than us. For sure, I'm not looking at the 25 car.
I want to say we're at the spot now, though, where if you pit now, you should be good to make it the rest of the way, I guess, depending on how much fuel you're burning.
It's 24.8, 1.01.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about fuel burn at all.
I've also had a lot of traffic and haven't actually been able to put in a good time yet.
So Ben managed an 8.1 and a couple of 8.4s. You've done an 8.3 and an 8.5, so sounds like low 8, like consistent low 8 should be somewhat possible.
Still working on getting the brake bias where I want it to.
If you remember what the value is that you like, I can adjust it for you from here.
I don't know what it was.
I think this setup had, I think it was 53. I think I had bumped it up to like 54 or 55.
Let's see.
It's at 53.4 right now. Do you want more front or less front?
I got paddles. I can adjust it.
Oh, okay.
I made one more adjustment. I'm not quite sure if I want to keep it there or go back to where I
like
was.
how
It was
even though they might be slower,
turn
because
5
it's
that I
the lap
really didn't
car
like how it felt.
behind
So.
them, they won't let them by.
P20 is in the pits. I'm thinking for as a scheduled stop.
Maybe? They didn't run that long.
Man, I'm coming up to Thanos.
They only ran 10 laps.
Look at that, is Thanos.
Steal his Power Stone or whatever they call it.
I take it you're not a huge Marvel fan.
I like the movies. I don't watch them religiously. What do they call those things?
Infinity Stones.
Infinity Stones, yeah.
See, I was going to let somebody else answer just so I didn't seem like even more of a nerdy jackass.
Dude, we're a bunch of dudes on a Saturday playing video games. We're all nerds.
Yeah, speaking of that, my wife and I we were chatting last weekend or something, and kind of out of nowhere we agreed that both of us want to try to do D&D sometime. We've never done it before, but we've known a handful of people who are into it, so.
Me some D&D.
I never got into D&D. It's one thing I never got into. A bunch of coworkers I know are.
Yeah, see, I've never gotten into it, but I think it's because I've just never tried and never had much of a chance to try. Same thing for like Magic the Gathering. Right? I know that's a big thing with people who have some similar proclivities to me. So. Got a good gaggle here in front of you.
Do you guys want to know IMSA race result spoilers or no?
I don't really care, if I'm honest.
Yeah, go ahead with it. I'm interested.
Corvette 1-2 in GTLM, shocking. The 4-car won. The Pfaff Motorsports won in GTD, then Paul Miller Racing, and then the 14 Lexus. Both NSXs finished dead last, which sucks.
So who's...
Dude, they've had... NSXs have had terrible luck this year.
So who's co-driving with Rob Ferriol right now? Did he essentially pull Catherine Legg over in to take Earl Bamber's seat?
Yeah, well they did, yeah. So Rob is driving with Catherine, and he has for basically all year.
Okay, I was thinking he was driving with Earl Bamber for some reason.
Well, he was, at the beginning of the year he was, and then the funding for the second car fell through at Sebring. So they were only a 2-car team for 1 year, or for one race, for just Daytona, I'm pretty sure.
So I guess they lost their bronze driver that was partnering with Catherine Legg, probably.
Yes, I believe that was more or less it. I'm looking back at results to see who that was. So at Daytona, it was Rob Ferriol, Earl Bamber, Catherine Legge, and Christina Nielsen. And apparently, I think the plan was that starting at Sebring, Catherine Legge and Christina Nielsen were going to be in the same car, in a second car, and that just didn't shake out, apparently. You know, because reasons.
So it looks like Ragnarok pitted 3 or 4 laps ago. So something's telling me they're probably going to be good on fuel. P23 right now. No, they're on track. Never mind. I was getting a lot of scenic view. Ragnarok's crashing again, going into turn 5. Big damage for them going to turn 5.
Yeah,
they're stopped
they
on
took
the
out
track.
another. They took out another car too.
I don't know who that other car was.
It was the 420 BMW. I'm looking for them in the. Oh, they're behind us. But they just ran into the 16 car, or the 83 car, which is ahead of us. Oh, that whole thing was a shit show.
Yeah, that was. There's one car like completely stopping going into turn 8.
Yeah, that's the car that they hit.
And they're in the carousel right now.
Ragnarok's gotta pit after that. I don't understand how they could hit that much shit and still be driving.
Looks like their wheel is showing straight. But yeah, I'm with you. But this guy, I've been watching this guy. He's been on edge and almost lost the car a couple of times.
I don't think we need to worry about them. I think we'll eventually catch them and pass them. Aaron's reeling them in pretty quick.
The gap ahead's 29. They're coming in.
All right, cool. So there's one spot.
And we'll have to see how long. Well, yeah, they're probably going to have to take the repair. So even though we will have another stop for a splash. All right, cool. Yeah, that's one spot. Next car for position is going into the carousel.
Just so we don't forget, I'm gonna set up the pit stop. Just for like, we're probably only gonna need like 3 laps, maybe 2 or 3 laps of fuel. I'll set it up for 5 gallons to give us a little safety margin.
That's what I was thinking.
And no tires. Just a splash and dash.
Yeah, I think no tires work. You probably could have double standard there. Ben, when you got out of the car, the tire, the critical was 66.
I could feel them starting to go away though.
Back to Summit.
All right. Got a car off left, off right, slow car left.
Justin, you're gonna
Jesus Christ.
For what, 144? You're the one driving like the not so nice person.
You're a blue flag, just shut up, man. Keep it slow, like you are.
Voice
Keep
chat's
it
getting
slow like
spicy.
you are? I was just
Those
trying
two
to
guys
get
are
out
going
of the
at
way.
it. One of those cars was the one in front of us, I think. Wait, maybe not.
Hey, Brett, sorry about that. It's the 144 driving like the person he is.
Yeah, the cars that were involved in that were. One of them
He
was
got
ahead
in the
of us.
grass trying to avoid the 144 and bumped you. Half left, half left.
Got a car out of pit road.
Fuck.
That was not a smart move there. But good job avoiding that.
If I don't get past this guy this lap, I'm just gonna stop for my splash.
Hold on a second. Yeah, that'd be fine. Just wanted to make sure you had burned enough fuel that we'd actually get it all the way filled up. But you're plenty good. Still there. You're clear. He's not trying to fight you back. You got some clear track, so I
Yep, gonna stay out.
try to click off some laps and So you're currently in turn 8. The next car on track for position is just coming out of turn 3. So call it 3/4 of a lap.
And they're running pretty good lap times. They're
I
getting
don't
down
understand. They have a shitload of damage.
on the car in P23.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. I'm looking at P22. Sorry.
Yeah, 23 is going into 6 now. They're running, depending on traffic, they're able to get down to low 7s. Yeah, P22 can't be better than high 8s.
Yeah, they got a shitload of damage. And they might have to... Well, we got to stop too. Oh, they might be alright. I don't know. We'll see how this shakes out.
Yeah. Looks like we're at least going to finish in the top half of the field as long as nothing ridiculous happens. I'm going to go back to focus on crashes and see if I come up with anything. Yeah, this is the 3rd race in a row that I've done that's been driven by a Porsche.
Stupid Porsches. Maybe we should just start racing one.
I hate Porsches, actually. I don't like the way they feel.
I haven't driven one. I think the only Porsche that I own is the Cup car and the old Cup car and the 918 or 919.
Yeah, I did some time with the 991, especially because they have AI races for that, or they did when AI first started. And it's like, you have to put the brake bias all the way to the rear because of the rear engine and all the crap back there, and it feels very unnatural to drive.
Yeah, it's a different feeling for sure. So you're catching the 2 cars in front of you for sure, 5th and 6th
Matt,
place.
they let you by on the straight, but never mind. All you needed was a little bit of patience there, Matthew.
So that was a 7.9. My best is a 7.8. My ops is 7.3 so far. Try to start bringing that down.
I mean, yeah, I think that like 207, 208 range is kind of the sweet spot for around here with this split anyway, to catch people and pass people.
So there are now 3 cars with the same amount of, or there are now 3 cars that are only 1 lap ahead of us. I don't think we have fast lap time.
Thanks, 25, for not knowing how to drive a freaking car.
There's one hell of a bent wing on this car in front of me.
P20 is in the pits, thinking they.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, I heard that chat too. It sounds like they may have taken somebody out.
Yeah, the 21 car, which is 7th right now. I went back to watch the replay and got just nothing but scenic view.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, Aaron, they have damage on their right front as well.
25. You know how to hold a brake. You wreck a car that is that is in 7th because you're a freaking terrible driver. It's just crap, man.
The voice chat is lighting this guy up.
Yeah, it is.
I was able to get the replay for the 25 to load. He just ran wide in turn 1 and caught his left rear on the grass, and it turned him. And he was bouncing, and then he just kind of rolled into the track and hit a couple cars. It sounded like he hit a couple cars.
Real track limits.
Yeah. But it looks like that'll be 2 spots that we'll probably pick up.
Yeah, really sorry, man, but did we do it on purpose is the question?
Here come the comebacks. Send it.
We've chased you down 3 goddamn times. You still want to hit us? Get bent, dude.
Maybe that was bad advice.
Yeah, 20.
Was fully alongside him. He turned into me.
Like that, you gotta hold the brake.
You're
You
good.
didn't hold the brake on
Let's
the
go.
track, which is why I got involved.
I bent.
Yeah, we know that, but
Yeah, bring it in.
you know.
Oh,
we
like
didn't
how
do it on
bent is it?
purpose. We lost the car.
Like, I've got
we lost
much
a ton of
less
time
force
ourselves.
feedback.
We sorry we
Okay.
kicked you out, but it was nowhere intentional. So, yeah, we're sorry for it, but nothing we could do
I
about
got
it.
fuel on and tires off. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I know. Just frustrating.
You run clean for that long. I get it wasn't y'all's fault. It was just a mistake by the driver. It happened. Just frustrating.
Yeah, sorry, man.
I'm not seeing anything about repair time. Yep, this is going to be fun.
Really?
Yep.
Hey, 144 team. We're about a half second faster than you a lap, so if you stay behind us, we might actually help you catch second.
Weird.
Yeah, he
Got a
turned
car
in.
coming.
You weren't there as much as I think we would have liked, but meh.
Is the wheel still crooked?
It's not
We could have done
crooked,
this
it just
10
doesn't
laps
feel
ago.
good.
All right. Well, we're good to the end, so let's just crank laps out, see where we end up.
28
I mean,
minutes. It doesn't look like there's any additional damage on the front. So
You got a car off in front of you somewhere. You are clear.
Catching that guy for like 2 laps, and I was coasting at the end of a lot of straightaways because I knew I was catching him at awkward moments.
yeah, that's the thing too. It's like, we weren't super far alongside of him, but at the same time, like,
I had nowhere else I could go.
well, I'm thinking, from his perspective, it's like, hey, there's a car behind me that is faster than me, that is looking at a spot where it makes sense, where I can let someone pass without losing time. Why don't I just let this person go?
That car was definitely like 4th or 5th overall at the time.
That turned in on us?
Yeah, that white Audi. Yeah, they're still sitting up their road. Didn't look like that hard of a hit.
At least we got our splash taken care of.
Yeah, he definitely could have left you more room, in my opinion. I mean, it was obvious that you were looking.
And he turned in hard enough to make me think that he took it as if you just weren't there.
Yeah.
That was not a dive bomb. From
No,
my
it wasn't.
We just gained a spot. P23 was in the pits.
Yeah, that's a 25 car. And we will eventually catch, in 5 more laps, we will catch the 21 car. I think they're going to be in the pits for a hot minute.
Is that car number 21?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're currently in 12.
At least we're good on incident points.
All right, one less thing I got to worry about.
P23.
I'm going to step away for a quick second, guys.
Cool. No pressure behind you, and clean track in front. Next car for position just came out of the pits.
Is that the beat up red Ferrari that
Correct.
I was closing?
Yeah, they're still pretty beat up. They've got more front end damage than we do. Their lap times, if everything stays the same, their lap times are going to be somewhere in the high 8s to low 9s. car that is currently P6 has been in the pits for a while. But we're still about 12 minutes behind them on track. About 13 actually.
See, that's what that guy that wrecked us should have done. Like, I had a whole head of steam on him because he
Yeah.
dropped wheels right out of the carousel. Like, dude, just back out of it.
And the 042 car is still in the pits. P18 is also in the pits at the moment.
Thank you, Daniel.
Good work.
Two cars in front of me is blinking a lot for me.
We should gain another position here in just a few moments. Short bus long distance is in the pits still. Also have scenic view for Gambler Blue, so the two cars ahead of us on track right now, it looks like neither one of those guys are, or the two guys ahead of us are positioned, neither one of them look to be on track. See, there's one of them. Alright, cool. Yeah, we got them both. P21.
Hey, Steve Sandahl, the guy that just connected. That's the guy I reported last week.
Really?
Yep. I bet his text chat is deactivated.
We are 64 seconds out of the top 20 with 15 minutes remaining. There is one car still holding on pit road. They're 2 laps ahead of us. Gap ahead's down to 61 seconds. It's a yo-yoing pretty heavily. Still got one car ahead of us sitting on pit road.
And I'm back.
Hey man, so we gained 2 spots from people dropping out.
I noticed that.
We have another. There's at least one more car on the pit road right now. The guy who's currently showing in P16. P6 is also in, and they've been in for a while. I'm sorry, they're now P7. It's car number 3.
Well, and we are a minute behind the 37.
Yeah, and I guess they just got around Okay, so the car directly ahead of us, the 850, is all. I'm also getting scenic for them.
Jeez, oh, my monitor just blacked out. Okay, it's back.
Oh shit.
Good save.
Woo.
No worries. No pressure behind.
Are you good?
Yeah, I think I'm good. It just went black for a couple seconds. Oh,
We gained a spot. P20. P17 is still in the pits. We're a lap behind them.
Thanks, Felix.
Car number 3 is also in the pits, but we are 5 laps behind them, so it'd be close to whether or not we could catch them.
Does the car still feel a little wonky, Aaron?
like slightly, but it's okay.
Okay.
In the immediate aftermath of that, I felt like I had 0 force feedback, like something was really broken with the car, and I'm still very confused. What the fuck happened?
I wonder if we got a bit of camber damage or something.
Maybe. Like iRacing recalculated, like, no, not that much damage, never mind.
The next car ahead is in the pits. The car ahead of them is heading to turn 5. Still got 2 cars ahead of us in the pits. One of them is 4 laps ahead of us, and we might actually catch them. They're missing the entire front end of their BMW.
He's there, he's there. God, he's fighting that one real hard. Oh, he's battling for position, that's why.
Yeah.
They're both slow.
Yeah, they're both running like 210s.
P19.
Dude, he just pinched me hard.
I'll fire off a message. I'll just see if they can let us by.
Tell them to let us by and we'll wreck the guy ahead of him.
Hey, 83, is there a chance that we could get by you guys? We're faster than you, and we're trying to catch somebody up the road a little bit.
Send it. Hell with it. Send it. Go deep. Cool. Good work.
Good send, good send.
We're still picking up positions on the car, or car number 3, who is currently P11. It's going to be close, but I think we might be able to beat them as well. outside, clear. Five minutes remaining.
Assuming the 3 car stays where he's at, we should pass them no problem.
Yep. Some people getting elbows out on the track still.
Time to nut up or shut up, I guess.
Yeah. So if anyone's interested, this series is at the Nürburgring GP for another 3-hour race in 2 weeks. I think I can make that one work if anybody wants to run it. Otherwise, it's today is 4 weeks out from the 10 hours of Suzuka, also in this car.
With the same series?
Or
was the 10-hour different thing?
It's not the official series, but it's the same thing. It's all GT3.
Oh, okay. Suzuka's gonna be the weekend of my wife's birthday, so that's gonna be a hard no for me. Alright, there's P18.
Right before what's his face raw dogged us.
And we've been catching the 37 car at like
Ô Jorge,
seconds a
espera
lap.
por mim. Vamos passar a meta os dois juntos.
Yeah, white flag. They're in the carousel.
Maybe they'll just bin it in the Canada corner, just forget to hit the brakes.
Oh, I'm watching it. I'm hoping for it. Come on, lose it, lose it, lose it, lose it. Yeah.
And the steering wheel fails.
To Ben furiously making a voodoo doll.
Well,
maybe.
Now I'm sitting here wondering if it's possible to like discover the IP addresses of like other people in races that
Hack
you're
their
in,
shit.
and then like I don't know, DDoSing their IP or something. Or I guess that technically wouldn't be possible. But trying to do something like spamming their IP address with a bunch of traffic. So we had a great race going. We were from DFL up to 18th, only to get killed by a Porsche, to spend the next 2 hours getting back up to P18.
I mean, that's still I mean, looking at where we finished and how many cars are so far down, like, that's not a terrible finish. And to only have, like, how many incident points did we end up with? Like,
Not many.
12 total?
Yeah.
And 8 of those are from people being fucking dumb? Now here's, I wonder if anybody got I wonder if anybody in front of us will get DQ'd. Ooh, the number 4 car. They're gonna get DQ'd. Drive time. They had one driver registered that never turned any laps. Number 6?
Yeah,
Magistrate, someone decides to stop.
Number 13?
All that not fuel.
Oh, 13 crashed out.
Let me take a look. So, in terms of cars that finished ahead of us, go back through the list again.
So cars that are going to get DQ'd, the 4 car.
They're ahead of us.
The 5 car, I think they crashed out.
Yep.
The 13? They should be behind us.
Yeah, they're behind us.
16, 17, and 18, I don't think they turned any laps. The 27 crashed out really early. 168? Nope, they crashed out too. Yeah, I think it's just that one car.
Ah, well, top third of the race, I guess.
I'll take it. I mean, yeah, I see the results now. We're P17, so I'll take that. But yeah, I mean, dude, if it wasn't for that run, we would have been up there, man. Damn it.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that damage that I had was... How many laps down were we when we came out of there? I think we were like 7.
8. No, we were 8 laps down. Yeah.
Huh. Well, we were already 1 lap down when that happened. So I mean, we would have been in a fight for a podium because we were
For sure.
we were the very first car 1 lap down.
Yeah.
Maybe not. It's hard to tell, but
Yeah, I mean, we would have been right there. We would have been a top 5 car, but anyway, dude, I'm like, after this, I want vengeance. Like, I feel like every time we've done one of these, something has happened. It's been one incident that's prevented us from having a good finish.
and it's always a Porsche.
And it's always a fucking Porsche. So, you said, when's Nürburgring? That's in 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks from today.
That's the GP circuit, right? Not
Yes.
the full Nordschleife bullshit?
Yeah. So it's the Nürburgring GP, which is a really fun track. It should be a lot of fun in these cars.
Yeah, I could be convinced to do that one. I'm free that weekend, but the 30th and the 6th I'm busy. So
Gotcha,
I can keep my calendar clear for that.
Cool. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm free, or I might be able to work one in. I'm supposed to go kayaking that morning of that race at the GP, but I might be able to make it back in time. Schedule. They said otherwise it's the weekend of the 6th, the Suzuka. And
Yeah, I won't be able to do that one.
And then the weekend of this, I think these are weekends. There was one more that I had that I really wanted to do, which is November 21st.
So, real quick, our strength of field for that split, we were in the bottom split. Strength of field was 1164.
Which explains why we should have been running up at the very top.
Yeah, and the best lap time was a 205.9 or 205 flat in our session. In the top split, the fast lap was a 203. The top split strength of field was 3,200. How come I didn't gain any or lose or gain any safety rating?
I see you as gaining 0.3 safety rating.
Mine doesn't show up.
Let's see here. We finished
17th.
Oh, there, I see it now.
we all gained less than 10 high rating.
Hey, gains are gains.
I gained 0.25 safety rating, which is good because my safety rating really took a beating when I did 3 races last week with a controller.
Yeah, it did. Holy shit, son. You didn't get demoted?
No.
Not yet.
Well, so
at what point do you get demoted?
At the
I
end
think if you fall below 1, it's automatic, and if you're below 2 at the end of a season, you get demoted.
Yeah, no, I did 3 races with a controller last week. Actually, my safety rating didn't really suffer from that. My I rating did. But then as I've been getting back into the car and knocking the rust off this week, I've kind of had a crappy go of it until this race today.
Yeah, I had a rough week too. I kept getting hit or something, or just stupid shit would always happen. Oh my god, dude. The end of the Xfinity race, some guy spun in the chicane and literally drove across the start-finish line in reverse.
Didn't that happen to like Jimmy Johnson or something several years ago too?
Yeah, he just spun. And then kind of crashed his way across the start-finish line. But, like, he did not reverse well. He was swerving the whole time. Oh, my God. I'm retweeting this shit.
I saw the thing about one of the NASCAR Euro Series teams going to have, I believe, a cup entry next year.
Yeah, I saw that too. I kind of want to get into that NASCAR Euro Series. Like, a lot of it's on road courses. I think all of it's on road courses. And it's like it's basically like Trans Am.
Right. Yeah, it's not operated by NASCAR. I think it's just NASCAR. I think that whatever that series is, I think they pay NASCAR a licensing fee to use NASCAR's name, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, the sanctioning for it's pretty weird. I want to say that's where Christoph Bouchou races now.
Really?
I think I saw something about that not too long ago.
That guy still does shit.
Apparently.
Oh, I just saw the video clip of that guy reversing across the finish line.
It's
What the
bad.
fuck?
Dude, as somebody who used to back up a truck for a living, well, for like a summer job, like, that's fucking terrible. Like,
Yeah, Nathan Reese tweeted it, and he captioned, "Don't let that guy parallel park." Oh, man.
Yeah, I see that too now where you shared it, Ben. That's great.
oh, that was fucking terrible.
Brandon Brown. Wait, isn't that the guy who won at Talladega the other week? Brandon
Yeah,
Brown?
it was, I think. Wasn't it in the truck race, though?
Yeah, maybe. Where that was the one where in the post-race interview, the announcer tried to play off the crowd as chanting "Let's go, Brandon," when they were obviously not chanting that at all.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. I'm gonna bail, guys. Thanks
Yeah,
for
me too.
this is a solid race. We'll I don't know. We'll reconvene and see what we can make happen in 2 weeks' time.
Sounds good, guys.
I will not be partaking in that one. I do not have the Nürburgring, and I do not wish to purchase it.
Sounds good, man.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, have a good
you
weekend,
too.
folks.
Bye. I do not wish to purchase it.
Sounds good, man.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, have a good
you
weekend,
too.
folks.
Bye.